do you want your dream life of freedom, or do you want to sell yourself on social media? You know, there's however many billion people in the world.
Correct.
And people are getting unhealthier. I need to get smart. I need to make some money online. But volatility is part of crypto. At the start, it can be scary, but I think once you've been in it for a long time, I welcome it, because that's when the opportunities come. But is crypto itself gambling? No, definitely not. You know, Bitcoin is the most solid asset class over the last 10 years. Then there's 5% of projects that have teams, they have roadmaps, they're changing the landscape of the financial system, what they're trying to do. It's the hot spot, it's the mecca of the world, it's the utopia.
Yeah.
Whereas countries like America and England, you have an election every 4 years. Whatever someone tries to do in that 4 years, the other one goes, oh, scrap that.
With Dubai, you have to bring something here. If you're not bringing something to the table, well then it's, we'll see you and goodbye.
I'm surprised doctors aren't prescribing, fitness.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode here at Bet Talks. My name is Rick Gods, and we are going to be covering everything from gaming, crypto, Web3, and all emerging tech. We have a special guest here with us today. He is an entrepreneur, crypto investor, and global online PT coach, Mr. Callum Dunk. Welcome to the show, Callum.
Thanks for having me, mate. Pleasure.
How are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, brother. How are you? Good to see you.
Brilliant. Welcome to Bet Talks.
Thank you.
Obviously, we invited you here. You are doing a lot within the crypto space. Let's touch base on that first. New to Dubai.
Relatively, yeah.
Tell me your story. How did it all begin? What sort of brought you to the UAE, and what's the background?
Really, Dubai was, like most people, tax haven. I was already working online. Everything was from my laptop. I was living in Lisbon, Portugal before. I thought, hey, I'm paying 20% tax here. I could be paying 0. It was winter in Portugal. I'm a sun monkey. So I thought, right, sunny there, no tax, go over to Dubai, see what it's about.
Yeah.
Set up the business. I thought I was going to come for 2 weeks and then leave after I set up the business. Sun kept shining, met some cool people like yourself. Yeah, the routine was good, the habits were good. I was like, I love it here. I'm just going to stay for as long as I want.
Yeah. There's no place like Dubai. It's, in my opinion, it's the best city in the world.
100%, especially when it comes to business, networking, entrepreneurship, just seems 2 steps ahead of everywhere else.
Yeah. And you, obviously, you're an online PT coach, so you've brought your business to the UAE. And obviously, tell me a little bit about that sort of the online side, coaching side of things.
So the online coaching side of things, for me, was a game changer. I was an in-person coach for 9 years, 14 clients a day sometimes,
wow.
Monday to Friday. Wouldn't even see sunlight, trying to eat in between clients. And then now online, I can just bring all my skills together in a holistic approach, and it's scalable because I can help anyone from all over the world. So it's a complete game changer, and so it covers everything.
It's not only just fitness, is it? You cover a lot.
Whereas at in-person PT, we could have a great session for an hour, great workout, and then what have you done the other 23 hours of the day?
Yeah.
If your habits are out of whack, if you're stressed, your sleep is all over the place, your nutrition, you can't do all of that in an hour with someone while doing a workout. Whereas with the online coaching, it's the full umbrella and spectrum of health and high performance. So it's a game changer.
Yeah. And obviously this is growing obviously rapidly now. I mean, how many clients can you actually take on in this sort of sector?
So
to manage it all on your own.
Yeah, it does. When you get a lot of clients, you want to keep the service there. Myself personally, I have 141 clients, and I'm at the max of how many clients I'll take in. And now I've brought other coaches that work under the same brand to
Brilliant.
Coaching other people.
So you can obviously, you're scaling this now to other coaches to take your clients, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Challenges that you've had along the way to build these 147 clients, you said?
The strangest one for me at the start was just like limiting beliefs. I was like, I don't want to be that guy who is talking on social media loads, etc. And that was just like a limiting belief. I was like, hey, do you want your dream life of freedom, or do you want to sell yourself on social media?
Yeah.
So that was a little bit of a challenge at the start, and then from there it's just started to build momentum. Luckily, I had a really good reputation as an in-person coach. Yeah. So it massively helped. But I guess the challenge at the start, I'm pretty dyslexic. I was a bit of a technophobe. I was like, it's all systems and laptops. But once you get into it and you run through it,
Yeah.
and you know the systems. It all makes sense.
Fantastic. So obviously it's scaling rapidly. I mean, I've seen your transformations. What you've done with clients is incredible. So you're scaling the business, bringing in other coaches to obviously take on. I mean, this is endless, especially within the UAE. I mean, obviously online fitness, everyone is in shape here. And everyone obviously needs this kind of service.
100%. It is. I'm just scratching the surface of what's going on in the online fitness and the high performance world, because it's fitness, but then there's other people like entrepreneurs who want to be less stressed, turn up, be more productive, and it all can underline under health, fitness habits. So there is no limit to it. There's however many billion people in the world.
Correct.
And people are getting unhealthier, people are more stressed, there's more mental health issues, there's more people out of shape. So it can seem like a saturated market, but I think that's just if you've got a limited mindset to the opportunity that's actually there. There's lots of people that need help, so I can see it growing and growing and growing.
And is there any particular areas where your clients are mainly based?
Mainly in the UK, just because that's where I'm from. I had a reputation, and that's where lots of, most of my business was built from recommendations at the start. I'd get you in good shape. Like, Rick, man, you're looking good. You'd talk about me. Your mate wants to get involved.
Word of mouth, yeah.
Your nan, your dog. And that's how it sort of started in the UK. So still a majority of people from the UK.
Brilliant. Okay, so obviously you've grown this rapidly growing online PT course. What's the name?
It was coached by Callum at the start, what it was on the tin, but now it is Complete Coaching.
Complete Coaching. Okay, so Complete Coaching is now to bring in these other coaches as well, to bring in more clients. Sounds great.
Yeah, and Complete Coaching, that's like our ethos, right? Hey, I'm going to help you get in amazing shape, sort out your nutrition, your diets, but it's also your habits, your lifestyle. It's the complete wellness industry. So that's how we...
All under one umbrella solutions,
yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So we haven't had anyone within the online fitness space. Obviously, it is such a huge market. Like you say, there's 8 billion people in the world, and everyone generally wants to be fit and healthy. Everyone wants to live longer. Everyone wants to feel better. So it's a service that everyone needs and everyone really wants, to be honest. So it's endless.
Yeah, 100%. And I just see it growing and growing and growing, because unfortunately, as I was saying earlier, the world's not getting fitter and healthier.
Yeah.
When you look at all the stats, it's actually going the other way. So being able to help and have an impact, I think there's just going to be more and more impact to be had.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, listen, Complete Coaching, obviously, good luck with the future on that. I mean, it's obviously already going very well. You are a crypto investor. Now, what made you, from a online PT coach, successful online PT coach, what made you move into the crypto industry, the crypto space? Why did you get involved in that?
It was, funny enough, I started them both at the exact same time.
Yeah.
It was when it was COVID. I'd come back from Colombia. It was lockdown. I was at home. There was lots of fear mongering, and it was against all my values, which are, freedom is my main value. So I had this switch where I was like, I need to get smart. I need to make some money online, and then I need to get out of the UK.
Yeah.
So from that sort of energy of, fuck you, COVID, that was really the fire starter for me.
Yeah.
So when I was doing all those PTs in the day, I basically converted a garage gym into a gym, and I was the only open gym in Sussex because everything was shut down.
Okay.
So I was super busy, and then Sundays were my only day off, and I just spent the whole time going down the crypto rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And just got super interested. I always knew about the Fed just printing money, inflation, and then when I started to learn about Bitcoin, like, this is it. This is where it's going, and then it all started from there.
So when you say this is how it's going, so obviously you must have done a lot. I mean, I know you've been very successful. We spoke about this previously within crypto. What advice would you give to people getting in the industry? Obviously, you must have done a lot of research. What was your strategy?
Learn from people who know more than you.
Yeah.
Always. And it's the more you learn, the more you earn. Who's walking the walk? Who's done it? Who's being successful? What have they got to say?
Yeah.
Listen to those people, take the information. The amount of free information online right now, stuff like podcasts, crypto Twitter is absolutely on fire, YouTube. and just learn, be intrigued, and then just follow that.
Fantastic, yeah. Now, obviously, the market is so versatile. I mean, 1 minute you're here, 1 minute you're down here. I mean, it's changing so rapidly. I mean, what's your thoughts? Like, for instance, the craze is now all about meme coins. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, one, the market's changing is a good thing, and crypto, the price you pay is volatility for the best performing asset over the last 10 years, which is Bitcoin. And with meme coins, I think they're great. Risk to reward. For some people, for a lot of people, it's a get rich quick.
Yeah.
And there's a big craze around them. That's the sort of thing at the moment. Always do your due diligence. Know if you are in meme coins, get in, get out. This is not something to hold on to for the long run. But yeah, it's interesting. There's ones that are going to do well. Obviously we've got Dodge, we've got Floki, we've got Brett. But then all the ones that are like Trump and all the politician ones, that's such a small space of time where that is relevant, which is around the election. And that's getting so much attention now, but no one's going to care about that stuff in a year. And the bull run's got at least another year. So I'd just be like, be careful where you put your money with memes. Never over allocate.
Yeah.
Max 5%. If you're on the risky edge and you want to play with fire, go 10 or 15. But yeah, just due diligence.
Yeah, research. Some great advice there. I mean, obviously, when you say get rich quick, I mean, not everyone gets rich quick. I mean, there's a lot of horror stories out there.
Most people get burnt. 95% in crypto, people lose money.
Yeah. So there's a lot of horror stories out there, but like you say, we have a lot of crypto influential people here at Bet Talks, just like yourself, that's done very well within the space. Invested at the right time, obviously. And how do you think you find that knowledge? I mean, because it's not easy to get that inside information. What advice would you say you did of getting in early?
Well, timing was lucky for me. When I was first getting in, Bitcoin was 7,000, ETH was just over $300.
Yeah.
And that was the last bull run, so just as it was going up. So timing was important. And then in crypto, it's almost like first bull run, you can make a bit of money, but you learn a lot. Second bull run, if you stay throughout the bear market, you can make life-changing wealth. So time in the game is important. And then people like Reckitt Capital, market cycles are never the same, but they rhyme a lot.
Yeah.
So there's some great information that you can get out there if you're just looking in the right places. So people like Reckitt Capital, I would definitely look into. He's got a free newsletter which has got gold in it. And yeah, also don't just think, I think people think of crypto, they're like, I just want to make money quick, Lambo, girls, and they're like all in. Whereas actually the asset class itself is 2.5 trillion right now, and projected to go to 100 trillion.
Wow.
So have that long-term outlook. Doesn't have to be meme coins and crazy, stack Bitcoin, stack Sol, stack ETH. If you're in it for the long run, over time, you're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah. I think time is one big factor. I mean, let's look at the market right now. I mean, some of these meme coins are 50, 60% dropped in the market. I mean, people lose faith, and it scares people.
Yes, for sure.
It's very erratic. These big drops, people pull out, get scared, and I mean, what advice would you give on that? Just a waiting game?
Well, it's handling your emotions a lot of the time, and I think when you've been in crypto and you understand the space, the red days, when there's blood everywhere on the streets, they're the most exciting days, because the simple buy low, sell high. So when things are getting crushed, everything's red, that's when your eyes should light up and you'd be like, opportunity here. So if you are an investor and you believe in your coin, your narrative, what you're doing, if there is a big drop, see that as an opportunity. You bought it when it was higher. What made you do that? So if you can get it for half price, if you back yourself, you back the coin, accumulate. Obviously, only if you've got the research, you trust it, you know where it's going, you've got the knowledge. But volatility is part of crypto. At the start, it can be scary, but I think once you've been in it for a long time, I welcome it, because that's when the opportunities come.
Fantastic stuff. How do you see crypto in the future if more regulations and legislation comes into place? How can you see that changing the industry?
Well, I hope it's going to be a good thing. More regulations, more legislation means more big business can get involved. Hopefully more doors are opened. So that's what I'm hoping. And the more sort of mass adoption, the better. Before crypto was Silk Road and people used to line it up with drugs and weapons and it was all very dodgy. But now people are already seeing what a powerful asset it is and how important the blockchain is and what's going on with Web3. So I think more regulation and legislation is a good thing. And it's just like the internet at the start, everyone was like, what is, this is weird.
The dot-com boom,
Yeah, this weird sorcery, what is this? And then before you know it, everyone's on the internet.
People were scared of putting their card details into the internet.
Yeah, and the adoption of crypto is faster than the adoption of the internet.
Wow. Is crypto gambling?
Depends how you invest. Like the meme coins we were talking about before, if you put a decent amount of money into Elizabeth Horan or something, these crazy meme coins, you are gambling. You are just hoping that other people think the same of you and it's going to go up. But is crypto itself gambling? No, definitely not. Bitcoin is the most solid asset class over the last 10 years. And it's not going anywhere. There's only 21 million of them, supply and demand, price goes up over time.
Yeah.
So logically, that's not gambling. If you can get a slice of the pie, and it's only ever going to be so much pie, and it's already got value, it's already worth over $2 trillion, get a slice of the pie and hold it. So in my eyes, it's definitely not gambling, it's investing. And right now for my generation, people below me, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. You can put your money in stocks and shares. You're happy if you get 8%. Inflation's at 8%. So all you've done is keep your money safe. Mm-hmm. Whereas in crypto, you can make 2, 3, 5, 10, 25x. And really people are struggling a lot my age, trying to buy houses, debt, inflation, whatnot. In my opinion, educated opinion, I'd say, crypto is a golden opportunity to get your hands on some real wealth. So you can own a house, you can live that life of freedom. So it's either think it's gambling, be scared, don't do any research and just think it's for everyone else, or get smart, get involved.
Yeah.
Web3, AI, blockchain, it's all going that way. Okay. So if there's a wave coming, surf it before everyone else knows about it, because then you're already too late.
Inspiring words, inspiring words. We are not financial advisors here.
Yeah, we're not financial advisors.
We're not financial advisors. We're not affiliates. We're not promoting brands, but you have experience within the market. I mean, some great topics we've just covered right there. Some definitely insights. What would you say to our listeners? Let's give some tips out there. What would you say that's worth investing in within the next? That's going to pump within the next 2 to 3 years.
Well, 2 to 3 years is all about your risk tolerance. If you don't want to get involved, you don't want to spend loads of time, you don't want to study, just dollar cost average into Bitcoin every single week.
Yeah.
Every single Sunday morning, I'm buying more Bitcoin and I'm not thinking about it. So an automatic order. So if you're just like, hey, I want a nice, safe store of value, just dollar cost average into something like Bitcoin or Ethereum or Sol.
Yeah.
One of the top 3. If you've got a bit more risk tolerance, this is when you need to start. The more you learn, the more you earn, looking into things, looking into the team, looking into the roadmap, where's it going?
Research, yeah.
Yeah, because 95% is nothing. It's dust going nowhere. Then there's 5% of projects that have teams, they have roadmaps, they're changing the landscape of the financial system, what they're trying to do. Look into those. Personally, like coins like Injective, Vanray, which is a low cap and going to do well. Rose for privacy. It's the only blockchain layer 1 that now you can have private transactions. Let's be honest, a big business are coming involved. They like to keep things private.
Yeah.
So just learn what they're actually doing. And if they are actually doing things that have real world application and teams, they're always the projects I go for.
There you go. There's some facts for you there, viewers, right there. So obviously the information you're giving is very knowledgeable. I can see that. Do you accept crypto for your PT courses?
No, just because the vast majority of people aren't in crypto. But if someone wanted to offer me Bitcoin for coaching, I'll be like, yeah, I might even give you a discount just for doing that.
There you go.
We can be buddies.
Discounts on PT coaches with complete coaching for Bitcoin. It's very, very, very inspiring stuff. I mean, obviously, you've been very, very successful. You did just touch base on one thing, which was AI. Now, your background is obviously online coaching. You've built this database of clients up, which is successfully growing. Where do you see AI integrating with this industry? Because obviously, huge, massively. AI is already integrated with PT.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, for me, one of the main reasons why my coaching business has done so well, I'm extremely personable with my clients. Now, if you're my client, you will hear from me a lot. My voice, I'll be holding you accountable. I'll be educating you. And that's one of the things that will step you apart. So my advice to other people wanting to get in the online space is communicate with your clients.
Yeah.
Be a coach. You don't just give them a workout program and some nutrition, send them a 5-minute video on a Saturday talking over their week, because soon AI will be able to do all of that. It can already do it. You plug into ChatGPT, make me a nutrition plan, So if you're not a person, if you're not being authentic and personable, you're going to get washed away.
Yeah. By AI, yeah, for sure. And these AI avatars that are coming into play, do you see AI avatars PTing people in the future?
I would not doubt it. They've already got that crazy screen PT thing.
Yeah.
It's a little bit creepy, but I wouldn't doubt it. It's all going that direction, so I wouldn't doubt it.
Absolutely, for sure. For sure. Listen, there's been some great topics we've spoke about. Definitely very engaging on the crypto side of things, and what you're doing in the PT space is huge and soon to be obviously bigger. I just want to finalize with one thing. Let's touch base on Dubai. Mm-hmm. You're very new to Dubai. Mm-hmm. Dubai is obviously become this tech hub, where they're obviously making it very easy for emerging tech brands, crypto, soon to be gaming. How do you see Dubai in the next 10 years?
It's a hot spot. It's the Mecca of the world. It's the utopia. Everyone who's thinking ahead is coming here bit by bit for the tax reasons, but also the lifestyle reasons. And, the Sheikh has vision. They're talking about what's going to happen in 2050. And, the Sheikh is going to keep having power, or his family are, so they can have this long-term vision.
Yeah.
Whereas countries like America and England, you have an election every 4 years. Whatever someone tries to do in that 4 years, the other one goes, oh, scrap that, we're going to do this.
Changing the plan every time.
Yeah, so it's hard to make real forward momentum. Whereas Dubai, they've got it on lock. They understand, hey, if we make this place safe, if we treat people well and incentivize them with things like tax, luxury living, people are going to hop onto that and they're going to grow and they're going to keep coming here.
Correct.
And then more innovation here. It's also the middle of the world. You can fly everywhere from Dubai.
It's a great hub.
100%.
Yeah, it's a great. One of my theories as well is, when you look at Dubai, wherever you go in the world, generally you can go there and take something from that country. Mm-hmm. With Dubai, you have to bring something here. If you're not bringing something to the table, well then it's we'll see you and goodbye.
Yeah, 100%. And you can take from Dubai too. What I would take from Dubai if I was to leave is hey, the world should be a safe place.
Yeah.
People should be polite.
Yeah.
Whereas we forget that now, unfortunately, sometimes. But whereas the law is respected here.
Correct.
If you fuck up, you're in big trouble.
100%.
So people don't fuck up as much.
Yeah.
There's hardly any police. So I'd take that away to be hey, real leadership, real respect of the law. If that could be in other places around the world, I only see that as a good thing.
100%. 100%. So Dubai's the future for you?
For now, for sure, yeah. I just recently had a baby girl, so it's
congratulations.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, so am I going to raise the family here? But for now, the way everything's going, life's really good. I want to keep feeding into that positive energy. I still love Portugal. I like surfing, land, dogs, bit of nature. But for now, seasons of life, I'm right where I should be.
Yeah, sure, brilliant. One more other topic that I want to discuss is a big factor is, how important is mental health within your fitness and the PT world, and especially when it comes to sort of crypto trading?
Mental health in the health and fitness world is everything.
Yeah.
There is no physical health without mental health. And one of the main things I always say to my clients is, your physical results, I absolutely guarantee them. You know, if you stick to the roadmap, you stick to the plan, I'm going to hold you accountable. But it's that newfound positivity, confidence, and energy that comes with it during the process that's really the rewarding thing for me as a coach. Because you can't have good physical health and bad mental health, then you're unhealthy.
Sure.
So then it's not doing what it's meant to do, which is make people healthier, thrive more, happier. So they're completely interlinked. And unfortunately, mental health is the thing lots of people are struggling with. And really, when you break down to a lot of basics, of course, some people have got stuff with trauma, but what you can do with exercise, the right nutrition, the good habits, sunlight, hydration, stress reduction, all this stuff, the positive effects on mental health are absolutely paramount. I'm surprised doctors aren't prescribing, fitness.
Do you not see that a lot of people do sort of use mental health as an excuse to not gain things?
I wouldn't say as an excuse. It's such a broad topic. I would just say people struggle in different ways. I've had clients who really can't motivate themselves to get to the gym. And this might sound weird. I'll be like, Rick, send me a video of your room.
Yeah.
I look at your bedroom. There is shit everywhere. There is rubbish. I'm like, of course, you're not going to be motivated to do anything. And it's just get back to basics. Clean your room.
Yeah.
Clean your environment. Tell yourself that you care about yourself and how you feel. So when you strip things back a lot of the time, there's just little things you can implement that go a long way.
There's that clip from that captain where he says, if you want to conquer the world, start by making your bed.
Yeah, well, 100%. And, if you're living in a shitty environment because you've made it that way, what's that reflection on yourself?
Of course.
How you do one thing is how you do everything.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so obviously we've covered that mental health is such a big topic. Would you say there's more problems with male mental health than there is females?
There's problems with both, definitely, but just unfortunately when we look at things like suicides on the really dark end of mental health, there's much more in males, and this is more males. Males are lonelier. Males have less people to talk to. We also have that
proudness.
Where we don't want to let people in. We don't want to share our emotions. So there's definitely mental health issues on both sides, not making one side more important. But statistically speaking, more suicides in men, and men are lonelier, especially when they get older. And I think the more secluded you are, when you're just bottling everything in, taking it on yourself, it's hard to, release more. So people need to talk more, people need to be active, movement is medicine, and people need to share. And I think when you realize, hey, I've got this problem, and then someone just listens and hears, and you realize this person's got a problem too, it makes that problem half. And then, the more you can compound that, the better.
So back to my question, you think more male than female issues?
When it comes to the statistics, with things like suicide, yes, there's more male suicide. It's the biggest killer of men under 40 in the whole of the UK.
Yeah, incredible. And just going back to what you said, obviously, look at your surroundings. Look at your surroundings. What kind of life are you living for yourself that can obviously reduce your mental health in your life?
And who can you bring in? Talking and sharing is so important. And investing, people will invest, to make money or in their health, but invest in your mental health.
We just had an episode before that AJ, he actually covered that for him to move forward, he had to isolate people out of his life. And I think that's a very, very, very powerful statement to make, to literally realize that who you surround yourself with is vitally important of how you're going to grow.
Yeah, 100%. There's vampires or there's givers. There's people who are going to suck you of your energy, suck you of your authenticity, or there's other people that are going to feed into you and your spark. And it's find those people, keep them in your network. The vampires, cut them loose.
Absolutely, agreed. Fantastic stuff. Callum, thanks for having you on the show.
Pleasure, mate. Thanks for having me.
Bet Talks, we've covered some great topics. Good luck with the complete coaching, with the PT courses.
Thank you.
And obviously, you're clearly doing well in the crypto space. You've brushed on a lot of topics. It's been great having you here, and we hope to see you again.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for your time.
Appreciate
Cheers.
it.
Thank you, Callum.
Thanks,
Cheers.
brother.
Woo!